First grade is such an exciting time for both you and your child. I can't wait for our year to begin together. This year is going to be giraffe-tastic. My name is Mrs. Jeffries. I'm super excited that I get to spend the upcoming year with you and your child. I love teaching first grade and I love teaching at Seagrass. I can't wait to get to know you and your child better. But for now, here's just a little bit about me. This is a picture of me and my family at Smithville Lake. We live in Smithville. To the right of me is Mr. J. He and I have been married for 9 years in November, and we have a 3.5-year-old Darby. She's starting preschool this year, so that's a pretty big adventure for our family. And I'm the one in the middle. You can call me Miss J. I have been teaching at Seagrass for 10 years now. I went to Northwest Missouri State University. I have a master's in education from Baker. I'm a nationally board certified educator. I'm the recipient of the 2014 Excellence in Education Award from the Northland Chamber of Commerce. And I'm also a Compass classroom educator specializing in the area of math. The giraffe theme is very important to me. There have been 10 generations of giraffes now. The very first class I ever had created our mascot, and from then on the tradition has stuck and grown. The classes before you we call them your big brothers and sisters, and the ones that will follow you will be your little brothers and sisters. Jeffrey D. Giraffe is a big part of that tradition. The giraffe family is more than just a print to me. Together we walk tall, we keep our heads up, we become a family, we aim high, and we spot the good. Jeffrey also likes to dress up and match our themes. An outfit leader changes his clothes each week. That might be a job for your little giraffe. Becoming a leader is very important in first grade. Seagrass and your Orange team are going to dabble with the leader in me. Your child will be learning the 7 habits to become a leader both at home and at school. And I often say that first grade is the year when your child goes from a baby to a big kid. A large part of that transition is becoming independent, learning how to be responsible, and becoming a leader. The Leader in Me is a wonderful program that's designed to help your child evolve into the leader they are meant to be. I'm really excited to take this journey with you and your child, so keep your eye out for more information on Leader in Me. At Meet the Teacher Night, you received an orange folder. Every day I'll be checking this folder in the morning for notes, lunch money, transportation changes, anything that might need to come from home to school. I will also be sending home notes from me and from the office in this folder every night. Please check it nightly and return it each day in the backpack. Your child will randomly receive rewards and points for showing responsibility with the orange folder. The other little piece of homework is accelerated reading, or we call it AR for short. Each night your child will bring home an AR book and a log in a little Ziploc baggie. The homework is to read the picture book 3 times with your child and sign the log. Here are the 3 ways that we ask you to read with your child. The first is called a read to. You start by reading the book to the child, discussing the character, setting, problem, and solution. Then you'll mark read to on the log. The next way is a read with. This is where your child makes an attempt to read the book aloud with you by his or her side. You are encouraged to help your child with unknown words, praising your child as you go to build reading confidence. When you've completed this step, you'll mark read with on the log. The last way we ask you to read with your child is called read independently, and this is where your child takes the book alone after being read to and being read with and rereads alone. Please encourage your child to read the pictures as they go too. After this step, you'll mark read independently. I really encourage you to make this a special time each night with your child. Remember that you are modeling the excitement level for your child. If you're excited to read together, they will be excited to read together and to read in general. If you're not, the same is true. On a little side note, the parents that I've had that have gone before you, the little giraffe parents of the past, they come back and they often say to me that sometimes at night it was hard to read that book. It wasn't always the theme they liked, or one parent said she didn't want to read another book about ants. But as our child has grown up and is now in high school or a middle schooler, they look back, and this was one of the most special times they shared with their kid, was every night they'd grab that book and they'd take an adventure with characters or different places or different storylines, and that time meant the world to them. So I really invite you to cherish this sweet time with your child and to look at it as a moment that you'll remember for a lifetime. When you're finished reading the 3 times with your child, you'll sign where it says monitor initials. Most people just put mom or dad or grandma or grandpa. And then your child will come in each morning and take an AR quiz. I will have paperwork for you on how you set up an account where it will send you a copy of their test score every day the minute after they take the test. But I will also be writing the score in and a word of encouragement. As Leader in Me develops, your child will start writing their own scores and words of encouragement to themselves. So you have 2 jobs each night. The first is to read and sign the log, and the other one is to keep your eye out for paperwork on how to follow your child's daily AR progress and to check in on their scores each day. Your child will be graded on a 4-3-2-1 scale. You can find a copy of the performance levels on the Seagrass website. Grade cards are sent home via email quarterly. I'd like to introduce you to our Orange first grade team. On the left is Mrs. Fish, then Miss Sanders, Mr. Wick, and then I'm on the right, Mrs. Jeffries. Your child will be rotating at different times to each of our rooms to maximize learning time and experiences. We cannot wait to get to know your kids, and we can honestly say we've already fallen in love with them. If you need me at any time, here's how to contact me via email or phone. You can also follow me on Twitter at Melinda Jeffries. The best times to contact me at school are between 2:30 and 3. That's my plan time. Also, each week you will receive a Friday report via email, and that will start this Friday. So if you don't receive one, please contact me as soon as possible. If grandma or grandpa or aunt and uncle get your child or have them in the afternoon, and they also should probably be receiving a copy of the Friday report so that they know what's going to be coming up in the upcoming week to work on it with your child, just let me know and I'll be happy to add him or her to our email list weekly. I'm super excited for our year to get started. I can't wait to meet you and get to know your child more. Hold on to your seats. It's going to be a giraffe-horrific year.